If you are corrupt, you are not moved. If you are corrupt, you are arrested. And you are prosecuted.
What's up? My name is Ken Dumbo, the MC with the sauce. Don't forget to subscribe to JQ.
Let's get to, we'll get back to the FIC report. And my interest as well, it's orchestrated campaign by some opposition political parties. And the current debates, the current resignations, the dissolving of the board, the reshuffling or movement of cabinet ministers from one ministry to the other is also shrouded into what we're discussing this evening: corruption debate, facts, figures, and future direction. Where is the opposition coming in?
Okay, thank you. Number one, let's deal with the issue of cabinet reshuffles. How has that got to do with corruption? Who was given a ministerial position and told you will be a minister for the next 10 years or 5 years or whatever? Ministers serve at the pleasure of His Excellency the President. He's the appointing authority. He appoints, he disappoints, but also he reshuffles. That's a routine. We have been doing that since independence. So why should it be an issue that raises eyebrows when this president reshuffles his cabinet? There's no issue there. That's a routine. This is normal. So let's not try to create an issue where there's totally no issue. Cabinet reshuffles, cabinet appointments, cabinet disappointments are all routine and fall directly under the prerogative of His Excellency the President, because the Constitution empowers the President to do that.
So you're telling me, Mr. Kawana, is that the switch of the Minister of Health from the Ministry of Health, the former Ministry of Health, to another ministry is not something to do with the missing drugs, as reported?
It's a routine. Why are you not asking me? Why are you not asking me about the switch from energy to fish, and from fish to energy? Why are you not asking me the switch from green economy?
Let's go step by step. I wish. I mean, we have enough time, so I'm trying to ask you, and I want you to be very explicit in your explanation.
I'm all yours.
Is the removal of the former Minister of Health to another ministry associated to the missing of drugs?
Firstly, it is not associated to what is going on at ZAMSA, number one. Number two, there are no drugs that went missing or ever reported missing or ever missed.
That's why I said reported.
Yes, so let me make it very clear to you and the viewers. No drugs were ever went missing. No drugs were ever reported having gone missing. The issue of missing does not arise. No drugs missed.
What happened then?
Well, I think you saw the statement even from ZAMSA themselves, that the drugs arrived, and at the time the drugs arrived, they had also received another consignment. Remember, we're getting those kits from India and so on. So they didn't have the space. So as the trucks were there, they were waiting in queue, and the company that was transporting has also their own policy. If the truck is not offloaded for within 24 hours, it goes to back to their yard. And so they would not manage to offload because they were chock-a-blocked. It went to the yard. And at every occasion and time, SAMSA knew where the drugs were. So no drugs went missing.
And why has the Director General been suspended then?
Well, those are issues to do with what the board has found around what the Director General may or may not have done in as far as management is concerned. Those are now nitty-gritties. We as government, we wait for the report from management, from the board, to tell us why they have done that. So as it is now, we can't interfere.
Mr. Kawana, the Minister of Health has been moved. The Director General of ZAMSA has been suspended. And there is that question that is coming in from the Zambian people to say what is going on. And the coincidence is raising a lot of, I mean, still getting back to your integrity as the government with regards to the corruption fight. And here you are, you're telling us that there seem to be nothing wrong, and all this that is happening with regards to the reshuffles is routine. Don't you think you're insulting the intelligence of Zambians?
How can the Zambians feel insulted when the president has reshuffled members of his cabinet? Because what you want to hear is that this one is corrupt, so they were moved. If you are corrupt, you are not moved. If you are corrupt, you are arrested. And you are prosecuted. This government remains resolute to fight corruption of the past, to fight current corruption, and to fight corruption of the future. There are no sacred cows. So if you are found to be corrupt now, you will be arrested and you will be prosecuted. So you cannot want to convince the Zambian people that this one was moved from there because he or she is corrupt. No, we don't move corrupt people. We arrest corrupt people.
The coincidence.
There's nothing coincidence. It is just now in your head. You want to convince yourself because of this same, sustained propaganda. So you want to believe that this government is so corrupt. So this is why this has happened and this is why this has happened. So even when something is so straightforward and right in front of you, you still don't want to believe it. Then you feel we are being insulted. Who has insulted you by shuffling a cabinet? How do you get insulted when people have been reshuffled? Where is the insult there? Just to reshuffle people. So you can't do things like that. So the bottom line is that it has nothing to do with that. In terms of ZAMSA, of course there's a problem there. There is some form of negligence, some form of malmanagement, but do we know the nitty-gritties? We don't, because we have to wait for the board to do their work. Remember, they have not fired their director general, they have suspended their director general, so that they do the work, and in the process they have even appointed an acting director general. So when they are done, they will produce a report and government will be given that report. For now, we must encourage them to do what they need to do to get to the bottom of it. Does that speak to corruption? No. You sit there, you want to convince yourself that drugs went missing. There are no drugs which went missing. But because the narrative is pushing to tell you that, no, these are corrupt. Hey, so when we tell you, but who reported drugs missing? The drugs never went missing. And ZAMSA at all time knew where the drugs were. Because of that sustained propaganda, you feel insulted. How can they tell us that the drugs never went missing? Yet they went missing. But who reported them missing? Nobody. So it is that sustained malicious propaganda that is now feeding on your conscience to try and tell you what is correct is that drugs went missing. No, sir. No drugs went missing.
All right.
Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, J-Cool, and turn on the notification bell, cause I'm gonna see you in the next video.